These days, very few small businesses can survive without an internet connection, and many rely on it almost entirely to stay in touch with customers and suppliers. But not all internet connections are the same, and the arrival of super-fast fibre broadband in towns and rural areas across the UK, plus the growing affordability of Ethernet services, is rapidly extending the options available. Navigating through the information to decide exactly what's right for you can be tricky. But the decision between ADSL, fibre broadband, or low bandwidth Ethernet could be one of the most important you ever make. Let's consider the owner of a small out-of-town business who's in a fibre broadband enabled area and trying to decide whether that or Ethernet will be best for him. He currently employs 12 people who work from a variety of locations. He has 2 retail outlets, but more and more of his business is being done online. Making his choice on price alone is tempting, but he knows this could be a big mistake. He's ambitious and knows that his bandwidth needs will rise as his business grows. If he chooses a fibre broadband service, he'll notice a vast improvement in speed immediately compared to ADSL. It will enable his employees to file share more easily and use video chat without buffering. He will be able to take advantage of hosted applications to reduce software and licensing costs, as well as making use of online data storage to dramatically cut the cost of computer hardware. In his retail outlets, he'll be able to speed things up at the tills and give his customers access to Wi-Fi when they are on site. Choosing an affordable fibre broadband connection could completely transform his business and help him keep up with the competition. But if all these benefits spur the business to grow faster than expected and he takes on more staff, an Ethernet solution, which is further upgradable to 1 gigabit per second, might be worth considering instead. Ethernet services use dedicated point-to-point fibre, which means his connection would be totally unaffected, even if every other home and business in the same area started using the internet at exactly the same time. Also, whilst today his business might be able to manage if its network goes down, in the future, that downtime could affect sales or even drive customers to a competitor. Can he afford not to have a backup in place? There are various ways to achieve this peace of mind. The important thing is to think about it and discuss the options with his communications provider before it becomes an issue. He's almost ready to make his final decision. But first, he needs to take some time to consider upload and download speeds for the various options. He notices that Ethernet bandwidth allows uploading and downloading of files at identical speeds. This is different to a fibre broadband service, which has much higher download speeds than upload. In his case though, upload time isn't critical to him. So, having considered all of this, he's decided that fibre broadband is the ideal upgrade choice for his business. All he needs to do now is get in touch with his communications provider.